everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me in the back? I don't have a microphone, I guess I'm going to train. How's everybody doing, first of all? In the name of God, the beneficent, the rest, all praise and due to God, the Lord of all the world, the giver of life and the cause of death, the mold, the passion, the sustainer. I bear witness that there is but one God, and I bear witness to Osiris, Isaac, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Mary, and all the great words who came in the great line of divine. First of all, I'm supposed to be a motivational speaker. And the word motivation means to inspire someone to achieve a higher goal. To inspire them at that particular time. And it's something that it's something from the outside in. But I'm the type of motivational speaker that doesn't speak from the outside and try to motivate you from in the inside. I speak and try to make you motivate yourselves from the inside out. And I just want to try to give you some things. And I know you've been here and you're probably all tired and ready to go. But you just really need to appreciate the things that the devils are try to give you. Because a lot of times people don't really care about young people. And young people is the key to the future. You know, and I'm so glad to be here. Words can't even express it. You know. And I just want everybody to get a Delta Sigma Theta hand for what the job is. I know a lot of you probably won't remember a lot of things I say today. And if you never see me again, just try to remember these two things I'm going to speak on. And I know you're ready to go. So I'm going to try to run through it as quick as possible. But first of all, I want you to just try to follow the road that I'm taking you. And try not to stray off. I'm only going to be here for 20, 30 minutes. Just stay with me. Okay. Everybody's heard of Jesus, right? Right?
Right.
Okay. Okay. Jesus makes a parable in the Bible. He says, the kingdom of God is likened unto a man who was going away into a far country on a long journey. But before he went away, he called in all of his servants, all the people that was following Jesus, his Christians, all the people that believed in him, he called them in. The master, everybody that was following the master. He gave each of his servants a challenge. He gave one servant 1 challenge. He gave one servant 3 talents. And he gave one servant 5 talents. Okay? And he was going away on a long journey in a faraway country. Okay? And at the time of Jesus, now you got to remember, at the time of Jesus, you didn't have BMWs. You didn't have Mercedes. You didn't have a Peugeot. You didn't have airplanes. You didn't have trains. So you either had to walk, ride a camel, or ride a horse. When he came back, the man that went away on a far journey, he came back to put judgment on the men he had left the challenge with. The one that he gave 1 talent, the one that he gave 3, and the one that he gave 5. The one that had 5, he increased it to 10. The one that had 3, he increased it to 5. And the one that had 1, he buried his. Why did he bury his talent? Can anybody tell me? Why did he bury his talent? You know, I'm not here trying to be a teacher or anything. I just trying to get you to look at him. Huh? Huh? Yeah. Anybody else? Huh? He was the one he was given. Get down. Anybody else?
You might have been ashamed of him.
You might have been ashamed of him. Okay. I'm going to try to run through it. Okay? All the answers were right. the one he gave one talent, he didn't believe that the master had as much faith in him as he did the rest of them. And he accused his master of sowing what he had not reaped. So he buried it. The man that had 5, the Lord said, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Because thou did good over little, I will make you ruler over much. Enter thou joy." The one that had 3, he did the same thing. But the one that had 1, he said, "Take his talent from him and give his to the man that had 5 and double it to 10. Even the little that you have will be taken from you if you don't work your talent." And I want to hit on 2 points. And I just want you to try to keep these in mind. All of us might not be a Michael Jordan. All of us might not be a Sojourner Truth. All of us might not be a Harriet Beecher Stowe. All of us might not have a lot of talents. But each one of you have a talent. Each one of you have a talent. Some people have 5, some people have 10. Some people only have 1. But if you have that 1, you have to work your talent. And if you know if your talent is painting, if your talent is poetry, you have to work that. If you want to be a painter, you got to go to the library. If you think you're a good painter, you got to go to the library. Why do you go to the library? You got to go to the library to study. Because the me I see is the me I be. If I want to be something, I got to see something. If you want to be a basketball player, you got to go to that court and shoot the ball. If you want to be a singer, you got to go and practice singing. Nothing is given to you without practice. Nothing. Nothing is given to you without practice. And how many of you believe that you can live beyond the grave? Do y'all believe that Jesus lived beyond the grave? Do you think you can live beyond the grave? Okay. You can live beyond the grave. Everything comes from the earth and everything goes back to the earth. Okay? Nobody will leave this world physically alive. You won't leave this world alive. But if you do something that can take you on into history, you'll never die. How many of you think Harry Tubman is dead? How many of you think Sojourner Truth is dead? Frederick Douglass, Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, Martin Luther King. Amen. They're not dead. Their physical body is dead. But if you leave something, what's that? Oh, okay. Okay, they're physically gone. Their body is gone back to the earth. But their spirit is still here because they did something worthwhile to be studied. Each one of you must do something to be remembered by. Okay? You must do something to be remembered by. Repeat this after me. The me I see is the me I be. Every day and every way, I'm getting better and better. I'm bold. I'm brave. And get to did and say I'm beautiful. If it's to me, if it's to be, it's up to me. It's not what you think you are that hinders you. It's what you think you're not. Act the way you want to become. And soon you become the way you want to act. If you want to be a fool, just keep acting like a fool and you'll still be a fool.
If you want to be a fool, keep acting like a fool and you'll still be a fool.
If you want to be remembered in history and live beyond the grave, believe that you can do it and you'll live beyond the grave.
If you want to be...
Your attitude determines your altitude.
Your attitude determines your altitude.
Who all knows what altitude means? No, it's who knows what altitude means? Does it? What does altitude mean?
It means like height.
Okay. Anybody else? Altitude, right? Altitude is the height that you can reach. Altitude is the height that you can reach. It's meaning mentally. Okay? Your mind is infinite. Anybody know what infinite means? It goes on and on and on. Your mind is the only thing that connects you with God. Your mind is infinite. There's no such thing as that's too much work. There's no such thing as I'm getting tired of studying. When you get tired of studying, put the book down and come back. You know, there's no such thing as I don't believe I can be anybody. If you have faith in God, have faith in your study, you can be a common, ordinary Joe, and you can do extraordinary things. Harriet Tubman didn't know that she was going to be as famous as she was now. She didn't know about the astronomical side. She didn't know about studying the stars. She didn't know about having a telescope. But she knew what she wanted to do. She wanted to free the slaves. And she wanted to take the slaves up north out of bondage. So with faith in God, she did it. Now, she didn't know that she would go down and be in history books today. Mary McLeod Bethune, she knew, but she didn't make it a point of knowing. She did her best. Mary McLeod Bethune started Bethune Cooking with $3 and 3 children. You don't have to be the smartest person in your class. You should always strive to be the smartest person in your class. But if not, that's not the main point. The main thing is you should always try to do your best. Because most of the famous people are not the people that were scholars in their class. Most of the famous, don't get me wrong, I don't say that I don't want you to be a scholar. Because there's more to book learning. There's more to book learning. Book learning just don't mean, okay, I take a test, and when the test comes, I take it and then I forget it. No, it's more to that. You study for that test, study for that test, study for that test, and then time comes, you don't be one of those people running around, oh my, the hands sweating, worried about how you're going to cheat. You know, want to wear dark shades in the class, where you can have your little note in there. I know all those tricks, because I did. I was part of it. But if you study, and if you have all those cheating notes, and you still study, when you get there, you can throw them notes away. Because the notes will be right up here on your mind. Never limit yourself, brothers and sisters. Never limit yourself. The mind is empty. There's no limit to the mind. And about all our studies, you can study your sociology, you can study your history. You can study your math, you can study your calculus, you can study your English. But all our studies, history is best to reward our research. That was said by Malcolm X. And why is history most important of all our studies? Because if you know history, you know the origin of a thing. You know how you were brought in. History plays the same role to a people, to a nation, that a mother plays to the life of a child. History plays the same role. If you have a mirror, and you get that mirror and put it in front of your face, you know how you look. You know I got a booger right here. You know my hair might be there. So you're analyzing yourself. You're looking in the mirror. So history plays that same part, but to a certain degree. History shows you, I might have looked like the Jordan Truth. I might have looked like Elijah Muhammad. I might have looked like Farrakhan. What's wrong? I said something wrong? How many people know Farrakhan? How many people heard of Farrakhan? Huh? How many people, have you ever heard of Farrakhan? Yeah. Have you ever heard of Elijah Muhammad? Have you ever heard of Malcolm X? Yep. Okay. You've heard of these people. Have you ever heard of Martin Delany? Martin Delany. He was right. Who ever heard of Marcus Garvey? Well, Marcus Garvey's thing was go back to Africa. Afrocentricity. But that Marcus Garvey was in the 30s, Martin Delaney was in the 1800s. See, that's why it was so important. I'm almost finished. I'm finishing up. That's why it was so important to study history. Marcus Garvey studied Martin Delaney. Malcolm X studied Sojourner Truth. Harriet Tubman studied Phyllis Wheat. So you got to study people that came before you. Because history is the only place that you can look and know something about yourself. So out of all our studies, history is best to reward all research. And brother, there's no such thing as sisters are always the smartest. There's no such thing as that. True, the sisters do make, on the majority scale, do make better grades than a lot of brothers. Because a lot of brothers have a lot of things on their mind besides their work. And I'm not saying that the sisters don't. There's no such thing as, oh, you study. Oh man, fuck that. Fuck that. What the fuck that? If I make all A's, I'm gonna look like a nerd. If I make all A's, I'm gonna look like a, I might well have some of them glasses with the white tape on. Don't let nobody sell you cheap, brother. Don't let nobody sell you cheap. So what if you make good grades? That means you're on another level. Intelligence, remember this, intelligence rules the world and ignorance carries the burden. Intelligence rules the world and ignorance carries the burden. There's only 10% out of all the people in the world, all the billions and trillions of people in the world, it's only 10% running the whole world. Why? Why are they running the world?
Intellect.
They put their mind to use. Right. And we got to remember what I said. Intelligence rules the world and ignorance carries the burden. So I don't want none of you to be in that position of the 85% of the world that's in ignorance. I want every one of you to be in that 10%. And if you're in that 10%, go down to that 85% that's in ignorance, pull one up and bring them with you. That's what's the problem with education in America. You have every place you go in the world, children are studying. The Japanese, the Vietnamese, these people only been in America 5, 10 years, and they surpassing all of us. That's been here. But for black people, you've been here 500 years. Why? Why are they surpassing us? Because we're down at a level, and we're not trying to study. These people come here with a purpose. But that's partly not. That's the part that you probably didn't have anything to do with. But it's not an excuse now. Okay. I'm winding up. I don't think too much more I need to say because I believe a lot of you are paying attention. I know you are. So I want to leave you with 3 points. And I'm going to close this up. I'm going to close it up on 3 points. Okay. I was looking at the program today, and they deal with drug awareness. How many of you got something out of drug awareness program? Good. Let's never succumb to it. Your mind is stronger than any drug. And also I saw test taking skills. We talked about test taking, financial planning, goal setting. Okay, I had this one. It's called cocaine. And for a lot of you, don't even know what drugs can do to your mind. Drugs can ruin your mind. And once your mind is ruined, your body is ruined. Once your body is ruined, the society is ruined. These are some of the things that cocaine can do to your body. Okay. And I'm putting myself in a position of, how many people know what crack looks like? Actually, seen crack. How many people seen on the TV where you have cocaine that's in a line? And then, okay. How many people know what it can do to your mind? Okay, you might know, but I'm going to bring it on another angle. I'm going to show you what it can do. And it's in a poetic form. Just don't look at me as Mr. Keith, Mr. Turner, or Keith, or Fool, whatever you want to call it. Look at me as I'm a piece of cocaine right here talking to you. Everybody gonna do that, right? I'm not even here, I'm cocaine. Okay. Here are my friends. My name is Cocaine. Short. I entered this country without a passport. Ever since then, I've been hunted and assaulted by jumpers, pushers, and plainclothes detectives. Most of my users who needed a quick fix. I'm more bags and diamonds, more treasure than gold. Used me just once and you told me so. I make a schoolboy forget his books. I make a beauty queen neglect her looks. I'll take a renowned speaker and make him a bore. Excuse my French, and I'll make her a whore. I make a school teacher forget how to teach. I make a preacher forget how to preach. All kinds of people have fallen under my wing. Just look around, you'll see the results of my scheme. I got sisters robbing brothers. I got burglars robbing the Lord's house. I got brothers pimping their style. Yes, I'm the king of crime, and I'm the prince of destruction. I make the organs of your body malfunction. I got babies being born hooked. I got honest for me and Santa Cruz. Yes, I make you rob, steal, and kill. When under my power, you have no will. Remember, my friend, my name is Big C. Some call me the White Lady. I destroy actors, politicians, sports heroes. I decrease bank account from million to zero. I'm a bad habit. I'm too tough for man. I made the Lord rest on the battleground. Yeah, I'm causing hell all over the earth. If you don't believe me, just check out Brian Hurst. I got him standing on the corner yelling, rock! I got it where brothers are shooting each other all around the block. If you don't believe me, just check out Brian Hurst. I got him standing on the corner yelling, rock! That's it. And I'm just trying to touch on these 4 sessions. Okay, this poem here is called If, and it's for when you got your mind together with the universal harmony. And it talks about the things you need to do. Don't let anybody take you left or right, or you can stay right down the board. And when I say man at the end, sisters don't get offended for it. I say man, I'm talking about woman and man. It's just the way the poem ends with man, and I didn't write the poem, so don't say that I'm being male chauvinist, a pig, a dog, or whatever. So listen up. If you can keep your head when all about you losing there and blaming it on you, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust in yourself when all men doubt you, so make allowance for their doubt too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or lied about, don't deal in lies, or hate it, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good or talk too wide. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet time with disaster and treat it to impossible just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you spoken, twist it by names and make a chapter fool, or watch the things you give your life to, broken and stupid, build them up, worn out too. If you can force your hard and nervous new to serve your term long after you're gone, and so hold on, there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk proud and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, not lose the common touch, not the fool and a loving friend can hurt you. If all men count with you, none too much. If you can meet the unforgiving minute, 60 seconds of distant run, yours is the earth, everything in it, which is more. You'll be a man, my son. Okay, right here I saw this about goal setting. When you set a goal, that means you have something in your mind that you want to achieve. If you want to be a Malcolm X, if you want to be a Elijah Muhammad, I'm dealing with brothers now, sister. If you want to be a Martin Delaney, if you want to be a Frederick Douglass or Booker T. Washington, if you want to be a Farrakhan, if you want to be a Akhenaten, King Tut, Osiris, Ptah, I know you never heard of these names, but I'll give you some books at the end where you can check them out. If you want to be any of those people, pick up a mirror and look at yourself and say, if I'm going to be a Frederick Douglass, I got to look at myself as a Frederick Douglass. Okay, and so if you want to be a Sojourner Truth, if you want to be a Harriet Tubman, if you want to be a Phyllis Wheatley, if you want to be a Shirley Chisholm, if you want to be a Arnold Botel, If you want to be Maya Angelou, you got to look at yourself. Can't nobody teach you how to succeed but yourself. Nobody. Nobody. Not even the four corners of a schoolroom. Because the best schoolroom is right here. The best schoolroom is the discipline you put on yourself. You'll never catch me without a book in my hand. You can ask these sisters right here. These Delta sisters, you can ask me, while I was out there, I was reading. Because I had spare time. I'm going to close it up. Okay, this last poem is called Invictus. Out of the night that covers me, like as a pit from pole to pole, I think whatever gods may be for my incomparable soul. In the fair pleasant circumstance, I am not wench nor proud alive. Under the begorging of chance, my head is bloody, but I'm violent. Beyond the place of wrath and tears looms but the hardest shade, and yet the minutes of the years shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, a charge, a punishment scroll. I am the master of my fate. Who? Who is the master of my who? I am the master of my fate, and I am the captain of my soul. If you're riding in a boat, and it's your ship, and it's your boat, you gonna let somebody else get on the steering wheel and drive it?
Nope.
You gonna let somebody else say, hey man, hey sister, get out the way and let me drive your boat. No, you ain't gonna do that. You're gonna get your own boat, and you're gonna drive yourself. Ain't nobody gonna tell you, hey man, you got to drive like this. You got to drive like this. You say, hey brother, I studied how to drive boats. You might be right, but I'm going what I believe to be myself. And I want to close up. I can stand here all day, but I know y'all ready to go. You want to appreciate this until you get a little older. Some of you might grab a few of the things I'm saying now, but you want to appreciate this, but you might remember some of the things I said. And like I say, I'm not a motivational speaker to come here and say and make you feel like we get ready to play a football game or some type of pet rally where you go out jumping and hollering. Some of you might be mad at me because I might have offended some of you, but you'll never forget some of the things I said. Thank you.